I'd say the number one bird is chipping sparrow. Here is a chipping sparrow. How cute is that? I mean, really? How cute can that be? So that looks like a young chipping sparrow. My camera lets me. I'm inside a hunting blind. That's where I am right now, if you're wondering. Thank you for coming out here and checking out my live. Oh my goodness, that was what life is all about right there. Really? I mean, that was so adorable. I've got a 4-camera setup going on right now. And so if I look distracted, it's because I am. I'm controlling all of these cameras at the same time. But thank you for coming here and backyard birding with me. I love doing these lives, and I'm trying to get better at them. That's really what I'm trying to do. Let's see who is at the feeder. Looks like a house finch. And if you're here, let me know. Hey CW, thanks for coming back. You're the only one, I think you and some other guy were the only ones who ever see my lives. Another chipping sparrow here. The lighting is very difficult at the moment for my camera to be like, oh, is that a bird? Oh, it is. Okay. I don't know what that sound was. Might have been a young chipping sparrow begging? I do not know. So this is a chipping sparrow. You can see that it has a black lure. My camera lets me. I think I need to start doing manual focus because it's just not working. Just another thing to add to my life, manual focus. Thank you, CW, for appreciating my content. I'm inside of a hunting blind in my backyard because I'm a bird nerd that way. I've got a 3-camera setup. I should say 4 because this is another one. And I'm just sharing my backyard birds with you. Thanks for being here. Anybody at the bubbler? No one is at the bubbler yet? Hummingbird. Yeah, let me film some hummingbirds as I'm doing a live. That would be fun. I'm trying. What's nice is the birds really don't care that I'm here. And usually if I was to sit out here just with myself in a chair, they wouldn't even be around. So this is nice to be inside of a blind. Though it is steaming hot. It's very hot in here. It's like a little oven. It's my live bird watching oven. Do you hear the zip, 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 zip? Those are hummingbirds chasing each other. My yard is very famous. The more food you have year after year, the more hummingbirds you get. So I've got hummingbird feeders all over the place. I've got plants everywhere. And so they are fighting. And August is the time to put up your hummingbird feeder, by the way. I mean, it's good to have it year round, but now, strange enough, you think, oh, it's over. No, they are migrating like mad right now. Let's see if I can get some of this hummingbird action in the yard. There was a broad-tailed hummingbird sound. There's a hummingbird right there. fly catching. I think I'm going to do manual focus. This is insane. This is crazy. The cameras, the lighting is just really difficult. I'm not quite... Oh, wait. We got a bird. Bird action. Bird alert. Bird alert. Who can identify this one? If it'll show itself. Oh. Cute. Anybody? Anybody know what that was? You heard the hummer? I am liking the setup because I don't know how many people are on here watching, and I really like that. I don't want to know. Feed hummers daily. I'm hearing the white-breasted nuthatch giggling. It's going hee hee hee. We have another bird at the fountain. At least we did. I don't know what I'm trying to accomplish here by creating a live that is almost impossible to do, but why not? Who else is going to do it? No one. Wow, these hummingbirds are tough. Let's see if I can get them. There's one that went over here to this black and blue salvia. If you want to attract hummingbirds, this is the plant for you. Black and blue salvia, for whatever reason, it must have the most nectar out of all the plants. Oh wow, this guy's fly catching. Okay, I'm doing manual focus. This is not working for me. And one of my lenses is way too big for my backyard. It's a 600 millimeter. Here we go. There's actually a bird. Look, a bird. So this again is a chipping sparrow. It looks like could be a young one. That was a white-breasted nuthatch. Oh, how cute. Oops. Those are young. That sound that you're hearing is a fledgling chipping sparrow. This is almost impossible. Why am I doing this? How is my brain able to control 4 cameras, watch birds, and talk at the same time? I'm trying. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. It's gonna happen. Cuties. See if I can get this chipping sparrow bag in here. I'm in tight quarters, so my camera can only move so far. And there's a tree in front of me. No! Welcome to my live. Welcome to the birding mayhem. I am watching birds right now, filming birds, watching birds, attempting to show you my yard in a tent so they don't see me. Ooh, here's a good one. Here's a cutie right there. Look at that. That is a chipping sparrow fledgling trying to figure out life there. That is a red-breasted nuthatch. Red-breasted nuthatches are the honkers of the nuthatches. The white-breasted nuthatch makes a giggle sound. And the pygmy nuthatch is more like a squeaky toy. Honkalonka. That is an upset red-breasted nuthatch. I'm not sure why. I don't think it's me. There might be I don't know. We don't have very many cats, so I'm not sure what it is. That's dip, 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 dip. That was a red-breasted. No, that was a rufous hummingbird. Yeah, I'm trying. Hey Tate, thanks for joining. It took me, what, 2 hours to set this whole thing up, and now I'm like, oh gosh, how am I going to make this work? But thank you for being here. I've got a whole bunch of cameras set up in my bird blind, and this bird blind is in my backyard. Ooh, I want to catch this hummingbird. Fly catching. It's so hard to capture. Let me see if I can get him. You snooze, you lose when it comes to hummingbirds. Seems like a lot of the birds just left. I'm not sure why. They do that. It's a survival thing. Attempting to capture a hummingbird with a 600 millimeter, and the hummingbird is 6 feet away. Yeah, that works. But if you need some peace today, go out and go bird watching. Nuthatch. The nuthatches. Yeah, I think I need a crew to do this, where somebody just does the cameras and I can just talk. That would be cool. I'm going to put that under the universe. I need a crew. Ooh, 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 what's this? Oh my god, that was really funny. So there's a flower petal down here, and there was a hummingbird drinking from it. I'm too slow though. Those hummingbirds are too fast. So there's a house finch. And yesterday I saw a house finch. It was a young one singing up a storm as if it was an adult. That was neat to see. Let's see what kind of hummingbird that is. That looks like a broad-tailed. Here in the western part of the U.S., especially the Midwest, is it the Midwest? It's the Mountain West. We get 4 types of hummingbirds here, which is very exciting. If you're out east, you get the ruby-throated. See, how am I doing this? There's too many bird action. So it's fun once you get used to them, especially this time of year. Ooh, 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 yes, thank you. Thank you for joining in, little hummingbirds. How am I supposed to focus? I need to figure that part out in these. This is how I get a lot of my footage, is I sit out either in my blind or I point my cameras out the windows. And that's how I get my footage of birds. A lot of times I use my car. I go filming out of my car, which that's probably the best way to go. just because you can drive to places and capture them there. That is an immature black-capped chickadee, probably a male. Both male and female black-capped chickadees sing. The female doesn't sing as often at all. She'll do it mostly when the young are coming out of the nest, and this is my own observation, and probably during the breeding time. But she to coax the babies out of the nest. There are about 5 hummingbirds in my yard right now. Usually 5 hummingbirds equals 10, double it, sometimes triple it. So if you have 1 hummingbird, you have more than 1. Somewhere. At least that's the hope. Here's a young chipping sparrow. It must have gotten out of the nest just recently. You can see its wings shaking a little bit. That's how they beg in the nest. Oh, look at it. Oh my goodness. Oops, keep hitting my camera. Look at the little pudge in between the fence. I'm here for that. That's... Oh my goodness. The chipping sparrows had 2 broods this year, 2 separate nests, one in the spring and then one now. I mean, and it seems like, and maybe or you've been observing that a lot of the birds have had 2 nests this year, which is super exciting. That means there's extra birds. Well, there was a hummingbird. I am all about this little chipping sparrow. And this is a young fledgling. If they are flapping their wings like that, young fledgling all the way. Ooh, Rufous hummingbird. Yay. Welcome to the party. You can tell the Rufous, well I can, because I've observed them so often, but they have much more orange to them. And luckily here, I'm in Colorado, luckily we don't have the Allens, because the Allens look just like them. So we don't have to, if it has a lot of orange, it's a Rufous. And this one looks like a young one. It looks like a young male. If I get closer, I'm going to lose it, but I'm going to try. How cute is that? Black and blue salvia, #1 plant in the yard. She's still here? No. The little baby left. I don't know how many people are here or if anybody's here, but let me know. I'm using a setup where I don't see how many people are here, which is so nice, because if there's nobody here, I don't need to know that. Thank you for commenting. And I don't know if you can share these like you can on the other platforms, but that would be awesome if you could do that, because that tells the algorithm, hey, this is a live to watch. Okay, I've got hummingbird action over here. I did. Here is a young house finch. Check out how big the bill is. They've got a pretty chunky bill compared to sparrows. And you can tell that it's young because look at how fresh all of those feathers are. If it was a female, she would be, her feathers would not have any definition like this because they'd be worn out because she's been working so hard raising these guys. So the females definitely are duller looking. This guy looks like he had crayon lines coming down, and he had so many more markings than an adult female would have. Now that could be a male or a female finch. Who knows? Another. Let's see. I'm trying to get this hummingbird. This lens is just too big for. I mean, I'm complaining about my big ass lens. That's dumb, but it is too big for my yard. Oh gosh, let's see if I can get this guy. He's right in front of me. Oh, nope. Psst, 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 psst. Here is a house finch eating sunflower seeds out of the shell. So it's in the shell. Oh, got another guy. Where are you? Where'd he go? It was a good one. Fine. What do we have here? Chipping sparrow. House finch. So there's a chipping sparrow and a house finch. Cute. Those are young chipping sparrow sounds, begging. Ooh, I just heard a calliope, a young male calliope. When they do their territorial dives, even when they're young, this guy was just born this year, when the calliopes are doing their dives, they kind of go like this and then do a swing up, and they make that swing. It makes a swing noise, and that is a territorial display. Okay, I'm watching baby bird being fed right now. How am I supposed to even educate when there's just too much cuteness happening here? Okay. Oh my God. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Oh my gosh. This is the best. Thank you for being here. Hi from Texas. Thank you, Shirley, for being here. Having a fantastic moment. This is a chipping sparrow being fed. And it's learning the ropes a little bit. Oh, that was That was the shot of the day. Oh, wait, wait, wait. There's more. There's more. Oh, he flew away. That was... I don't know about you, but if you see birds, and when they're doing things like that, it just fills the soul somehow. It's very special. Oh, who do we have here? Looks like a house finch. Oh, that was... And the cool thing about my setup is I can record this stuff and have it for later. That was a beautiful shot. I've been birding for quite a long time, since, I'm not going to even say. Oh, oh, oh. Look at what we have here. A red-breasted nuthatch enjoying the fountain. I have this one on manual focus, so it's outside of my tent, so I can't really change the focus, but you can see how cute that is. Adorbs. Another chipping sparrow. They had a successful year this year, those chipping sparrows. With the young ones, they don't have that black eye stripe. It's not as defined. That's one way you can tell. Wow. My yard rules. I don't need to leave anywhere. I can just put up my bird feeders and they all come to me, but this has been years. So if you don't have birds or you don't have a lot of them, it takes some time for them to be collected over time. And successful years like this one where the birds are multiplying quite well, and that makes me so happy. Okay, we've got a white-breasted nuthatch here. We did. Where is he? Where'd he go? Oh, you in the shade. White-breasted nuthatch. The nuthatches and the chickadees, and even the blue jays, and probably all the other corvids like crows, they are starting to cache seeds. So they are taking the seeds from your feeders and putting them inside tree bark, in your gutters. I've seen them putting food inside the feeder, trying to hide it, and that is called caching. Truck going by. All right, living in suburbia and birding, you can do it. It's possible. I am out here in my yard if you just arrived, and I'm showing you the birds of my yard and trying to educate you. I guess it's more for me. I'm having a great time. This is how I film all the birds for my videos, so if you've not seen my videos, check them out. I'm either in my bird blind or I'm filming through my windows or my car. It's always good to be kind of hidden. But some of these birds, like the house finches and chickadees, they're not as shy as some of these other ones. But this is great, to be in a bird blind and to see what's going on, all this action that's happening, and them not even caring. There was a hummingbird. Oop, we got this... If you wanted to learn how to build this fountain, I've got that on my channel right now. It's my most successful video. But it is a big pain to clean. The biggest pain in the world to clean. Because it's underground, and so to be able to get to that pump, it takes... You have to take the whole thing up and get to the pump. kind of hummingbird this is. It doesn't have much orange on the back, so I'm thinking it's a broad-tailed. Just got chased. Someday I'll show you my setup on how to do all these lives. It's pretty difficult, but at the same time, it's been worth it. Oh, new bird alert. New bird alert. Anybody, who can ID that one? Are you able to? Anybody? Could you ID that one? Did you know that it was a dove? Because if you knew it was a dove, you are an official bird watcher. If you thought it was a pigeon, you're still, in my book, a bird watcher, like an official birder. Even if you didn't even know what it was, you are an official birder if you are here watching this right now. Yep. Got a chipping sparrow down here. Quite a few sparrows tend to eat off of the ground. And when they do, they are in the shade. They're in the shadows. Because it's pretty dangerous to be a bird on the ground. There we go. Let's see, that looks like a young chipping sparrow, learning the ropes. Found some food down there. You hear that is a young black-capped chickadee. If it was an adult, it would be this perfect dee dee dee, but this one's, it's not quite there. So that's a young male learning how to sing and practicing. This looks like a broad-tailed hummingbird. They always go to this black and blue salvia first, always. This is a plant, it's pretty much an annual here in Colorado, but I have taken these inside before and overwintered them, and they come back even bigger, and these plants get huge. Little broad-tailed. Mourning doves. I have my family, there's a lot of my family in Texas, and they have a lot of white-winged doves. Okay, I've got another new bird for the yard. Let me try to get it. Here we go. Anybody can you guess who this is? This is a bird that a lot of people, this is a bird that a lot of people will see and think it's an escaped bird, like an escaped captive bird. This is also a prime spark bird. Spark bird meaning, oh, I saw a bird and now all of a sudden I see a whole bunch of different birds. And that's the moment where you become a bird watcher. So this bird right here is an American goldfinch. In his beautiful coloring, they lose their color and he's probably going to start losing it now. They're on nests right now, but pretty soon this male will start being speckly looking, more white than yellow, and eventually he'll become drab, brown, olive green, and the female pretty much stays the same. I think she gets a little bit more drab, but it's not as drastic. So a lot of people think, oh, the American goldfinches have left, but they haven't. They are just, they turned into little, they changed their coat for the winter. but they are all over the United States, and a very popular bird when it comes to, oh my gosh, I see a goldfinch, and that's an American goldfinch. Here in Colorado in the west, we also have lesser goldfinch, and they have lesser gold on the back, if that helps. Who else is here? This is fantastic. All of the birds that are coming for my live, they know it. Use cardboard. Well, you're in Texas. You can put cardboard boxes over your plants. If I put a cardboard box over a plant here in Colorado, it would just freeze to the cardboard box and then perish. American goldfinch, classic flight call. Potato chip, a lot of people hear. I don't hear that. I try to put the name onto a bird sound, so American. It's got the same beat. Yeah, he's not saying he's not doing that part, but it is based on the syllables. American. That is it. Oh, that is so cute. That is a black-capped chickadee doing his little conversation sounds. It's a little flirty. That is the Eurasian collar dove, and that was the dove that we saw earlier that I didn't mention, that's what the species was. Here's this perfect example of Eurasian. Perfect way to remember bird sounds, by putting their name, if you happen to know the bird, onto their sound, if you could hear it. Woo, woo, and that's the Eurasian collar dove. They make that sound as a territorial. They also flirt with that sound, even though if I was an Eurasian collar dove, I don't know, to me that's not a nice sound. It's that's not a good sound to my ear. But you can use that mnemonic as the big white scary ghost, and that is the Eurasian collar dove. The Eurasian collar dove is relatively new to the United States. It is a bird that is Eurasian, and it came here, I don't know how it came here, but about 40 years ago, it showed up, and it has spread across the United States. And it's taken over, and because it's new, 40 years, 35 years, we don't know how it's impacting everything, how it's impacting our native mourning doves, the white-winged doves. We have no idea. But they're very successful. I gotta say, the positive to Eurasian collar doves is they are perfect Cooper's hawk food. Cooper's hawks, that's their favorite. It's a delicacy. Any birds here? Got any birds? Oh yes, we have a house finch male. Look at him in all his glory. He has that red chest, red on the top. Because I'm in Colorado, this is a bird that it's the only thing that it really could be. There is what's the other bird in the east? I don't remember. I'm a master birder, you know? It will come to me, or you can tell me. What finch do you have? Purple finch. Purple finch. That's what I was trying to say. So we don't have purple finches here, so that's an easy ID, is the house finch. This looks like a pretty young house finch. Thick bill. Crayon-like stripes down its front on the side. Who's behind him? That's another house finch. Eurasian! Eurasian! Let's see if I can imitate him and get him mad. usually when I do that sound. And it's a non-native bird. I don't usually talk to birds even that long, but if I'm getting him mad, I don't really care. Hey, Sidik. Are sparrows found in your area? Yes, we've got lots of different sparrows. Right now, there's chipping sparrows that I saw a little bit earlier. They are feeding their young, and it was the best shot. It was the best shot of the day of a chipping sparrow. We do have house sparrows here. You know, house sparrows are everywhere, but not as many in my yard, luckily. So speaking of chipping sparrows, where did he go? I turn around and he just leaves. That's birds for you. Okay, there is a fight between... Ooh, let's get this shot right here. Let's get this shot right there. This is a rufous hummingbird. There you go. That was how many seconds? Let's see if I can get him. Rufous are the most aggressive of the hummingbirds. Here in the west, they will chase any hummingbird, any bird. They are... Ooh, did you hear that? You had to have heard that. You had to have heard that. Sweet. That is a calliope hummingbird. It's probably a juvenile male practicing his displays. And that's how you can tell if there's a hummingbird and it looks kind of like a female, but it's doing displays, meaning it's dive bombing and making noises at the end of their dive bomb. That's a male 100%. Females wouldn't be wasting all their energy like that. Nope. Deep droop, that sound, house finch. That is a contact call. That call is used more often than their song, which is... But you can hear one singing right now. And yeah, it's late in the season and that bird is singing. That could be a young male practicing. They seem to get their song pretty quick. A lot of these other birds have to practice over time, at least months and months and months. Like the black-capped chickadees, they practice for a long time before they even get it. If you want a mnemonic for the house finch, that is, want to lay some eggs? No, want to make some eggs? Want to make some eggs? Want to make some eggs with me? Of course, that doesn't quite fit, but it's a funny mnemonic either way. Thank you for joining me if you just got here on my live. We've got people talking on the chat, in the comments, so if you have a bird question, put it in here. I could answer it, because I'm the bird lady. I am pretty new over here on YouTube. Haven't really done a lot of videos over here, but I'm planning on it. I'm actually doing it now. I've got a good one coming up tomorrow on how to make, let me show you, how to make this hummingbird swing. So it's a how-to that's coming up. Is it going to be tomorrow? Am I wasting my time today doing lives? Yes, I should be editing. So it's either going to be tomorrow or Sunday, but it's a good one. That is the most popular. Oh, new bird alert. This is a lesser goldfinch. Now notice that it has black on its back. Oh, what a doll face. Look at that. So that's a male. They are currently nesting right now. Goldfinches are the last to nest, it seems like. As far as the season goes, there's the ones, like American robins, they nest in the spring and early summer. Goldfinches will nest late in the summer because there's more food source for them, like the thistle plants and the thistle plants and a lot of the other plants that have this fuzz, this white fuzz on them. They use that to line their nest with to make it nice and comfy for their babies, and that's why they nest so late. We do not have the nightingale in the United States. That is a European, they might be in Asia too. That is a European bird. Ooh, who do we have? We've got some action going on. Oh, a wasp. If you are planning on making water features, just know you're going to get these wasps that use water and I think their own spit to make nests. Now that wasp, that's the wasp that has the long legs. That guy, those are easy wasps. They're not going to, the only way they're going to sting you is if they get scared or you're threatening their nest or whatever. But they're not out to get you like the, what are they called? Sorry, there's a bird. I got distracted. But yeah, those European paper wasps, they're the ones that make the big nests, and a lot of times they're under your deck and things. They're actually a beneficial wasp. They are a great wasp to have in your garden. And if you do have water features, they will go to them and drink and use that water for their nests. But they're not bad guys. I keep seeing videos on people taking gasoline, and they're not the bad guys. The bad guys, in my opinion, I mean, if you're going to say what a bad guy is, it is the yellow jackets. Those guys will just sting you just because they're the way they are. They are not happy. They're not happy. Even their faces, they just look so angry. So keep your paper wasps. I'm telling you, they're good. They will eat the caterpillars off of all of your produce. They grab those caterpillars and give them to their young. I'm hearing hummingbird action in the yard. Straight away, go to black salvia, because that's what they like. Oh, we've got another cutie pie. It's probably the same one. Lesser goldfinch. This is a bird that you're not going to see out east of the eastern North America, but you will see them in the western. And if you go down to Arizona, they winter down there. Super cutie bird. I mean, look at that. They are smaller than an American goldfinch. They've got that black on the back. Show us your back. They have white windows in their wings. And especially when they fly, when they're flying over, you can see those white wing patches that the American goldfinches don't have. I just heard an alarm call. I'm not sure what that was. House finch. That of the house finch, very classic call. It's a contact call. It's also interesting when a hawk is around and there's a bunch of mobbing birds, you know, the chickadee-dee-dee-dee, mobbing a hawk. Mobbing meaning ganging up on a hawk to try to get it to leave. These house finches are just, that's their alarm call. I don't I don't think they have the biggest repertoire. Okay, I'm going to try to capture these hummingbirds. Every time my camera even gets close to focusing on them. Gone. Did you hear that? I am less. That's a lesser goldfinch. House finch. I'm hearing young chipping sparrows. Let's see if we can get this again where it's feeding it on the... Okay, I'm going to try here. So this is a chipping sparrow. It's an adult. That's a house finch. No feeding action that time around. I was lucky the last time. Do you hear that? That is a chipping sparrow. What does that sound like to you? It sounds sort of like, to me, it sounds like a... Ooh, he's close. There he is. He sounds like a grasshopper in a way. Let me know if this image looks dark to you. It looks dark in my screen, but I guess it is pretty dark. Young fledgling chipping sparrow, because it's a fledgling because it's still begging, and it's out of the nest and it's begging. This is so fun. Thank you for joining me. I'm hoping to use some of these for my videos because it's doing double time. I'm educating and filming birds at the same time. Ooh, that was a great sound from the chipping sparrow. Oh, we've got it. Oh my God. We have a western tanager in the yard, everybody. It's a western tanager. Oh, it's a female western tanager. Oh my God, you guys. Our YouTube lives, the attractor of these birds, this is a rare bird here, at least in my yard. They're not rare in Colorado at all. They nest in the foothills in the mountains. Oh, so they eat suet, and I don't have a suet feeder for them. Oh, I need to put one out. But let's see if he'll eat other food, because right now they are migrating. Where did you go? Where'd you go? He's checking everything out. So he just got here. She just got here. Where'd you go? I don't know where it went to. I was watching my screen. I don't know where it went. That was exciting. Oh my gosh, you guys. Western tanager. So a male western tanager is a spark bird extraordinaire. That was a female. Now, if that was a different type, I mean, the only thing it could be was a western tanager, but there are scarlet tanagers here. I didn't look at its wings. I was too excited. But scarlet tanagers have black wings. I don't think scarlet tanagers are like that. Love that. That was... So you hear that chip, 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 chip. That's an alarm call. Now that call, you could hear it. It's alarming, but at the same time, these guys aren't hiding, so it's not a hawk. This might be a territorial thing. There's a lot of young black-capped chickadees around, and the adults are here too. And at this time of year, they start kicking out those young ones. So that might have been, get off my lawn. That was what it was saying there. So yeah, that alarm call was not anything that was danger because, wait a second here. Oh, wait a second here. Oh my God. Is it eating the flowers? These guys like nectar. But come on, please let me capture whatever you're doing here. I think it is eating the flowers. These are lantanas. The hummingbirds absolutely love them. They're filled with nectar. Oh, where did you go? Okay, wait a second here. Of course, the pole's right in the way of the documentary. Okay, what are you doing? What are you doing? Come on. Oh, he's got a seed. Oh, he's eating a lantana seed. She's eating a lantana seed. Okay, I've got to keep those on there. Or, oh, you know what? No, it is not a lantana seed. That is a Japanese beetle. That's a Japanese beetle. Oh my God. We have a bird that eats Japanese beetles, and I just caught it on this live. Oh my God. Okay, you need to eat another one, and I need to document this because... Oh, okay, you're eating seed now. You are a multi-eater. I cannot believe I just captured a bird eating a Japanese beetle. We need more tanagers. Here, okay, here we go. Eat a Japanese beetle now. Oh, where'd you go? Oh man, don't. Okay, get a Japanese beetle right now. Come on, show the world that you, oh. Okay. This is the best live I've ever done. I have never seen that by any bird. Okay, we've got some more action going on. Oh my God. Wait. I just have to move slowly because he's really close. Sorry, I gotta get this focused. Here is the tanager on the water feature. Extreme close-up, because this is the lens that's extreme close-up. Am I in heaven right now? Yes, I am. Oh my God, you guys. So that pole system is a brome raccoon buster. Okay, I am in love right now. This is... And if you're interested in that pole system, I do have an ad on my channels, not this one, all about it. Wow, holy shit. And okay, this was worth setting up this whole thing. This is worth all of it. If you're not a bird watcher, why not? Why not? Didn't that just give you the most peace that you could possibly get? I'm not thinking about anything. I'm not thinking about the edit of my... I'm not thinking at all. That's the beauty of birds. American goldfinch in all its glory. Notice that there's yellow on its back. It also has white undertail coverts. It's that area. Oh, did you see that? It looked like a little, sort of like a cut off arrow. Yes. I have never had a live like this in my life, and I've done a lot of them. And I'm in the shade. I'm in my bird blind. If you just got here, I'm in a bird blind in my yard. You are watching my backyard birds with me. You are hopefully enjoying this. I sure am. I am. Oh my God. If I can capture that, it wasn't a summer tanager, that western tanager eating another Japanese beetle. Because every night we're picking those things off and putting them in soapy water. And for a bird just to go yum, 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 delicious, that is a much better way for them to perish. 100%. There's a chipping sparrow being fed, but it's in an area I can't... Okay, where is it? Let's see if it goes to this feeder. It does. Oh, did you hear that? American goldfinch. Let me know if you're hearing the birds singing. That's one thing I'm trying to record too, but I have that turned down a little bit because my water features can be quite loud, which is good. Chickadee dee 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 dee, chickadee dee dee. Oh my gosh. This day is so much better than editing for YouTube right now. Even though it's on my list to get this edit done by tomorrow. You gotta live your life. That's just how it goes. House finch. Not sure why this camera looks so much more green. I need to figure that out. Let's see if that helped a little bit. It sure didn't. Looks a little better. Oh. Wow. Oh, 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 oh. New bird alert. We've got a black-capped chickadee taking a bath on the rock. The stacked rock bubbler. This is the reason why my yard is extra popular with the birds. I've got how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 water features right now. And I'm trying to make them as loud as I can, especially this time of year, because that western tanager probably came by because of that sound. When birds are migrating, they are listening for water. And the sound of water is fresh water. It's not that stagnant, gross water. It's good water. And I make sure that they're good water. I clean these things out all the time and make sure that they have fresh water. And all of that cleaning, especially this one, it's hours. Every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks I drain them. I take the pump that's in them and I water all my plants with it. The plants love it because it's extra nutrient and it has a lot of nitrogen in the water, and I water my plants with it. Spray it out and refill it. Then there's times I have to bleach them, and that takes forever. I need to do more videos on how to clean them because it is an important thing, but it's just something that it's not fun, but it's worth it and it has to be done. But can't really see it, but there's a chipping sparrow right there. It's a young one. It doesn't have that rufous, bright colored orangish, that's what rufus is, it's an orange color. This one doesn't have that, so I'm assuming it has a little bit, but it's a juvenile. It knows the ropes. Wow, how long have I been on? An hour? Am I allowed to be on YouTube for an hour? If so, cool. I guess I'm still on. Okay, what was that? Rufous hummingbird sound. I can identify most birds by sound, especially here in Colorado. Rufous hummingbird. What is that one? I can identify them. I need lunch is really what I need to do. Anytime I stop identifying and can't figure stuff out, it's all about no energy in the brain. That's a good excuse. That chip, 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 that is a chipping sparrow. Durr. That's what that sound is. Rufous hummingbird, 100%. Shirley, you're still here? Thanks for being here. My God. That's some dedication, right? That is, you know what that is? You have an amazing attention span. You've got the attention span of somebody who probably 10 years ago had. And now with all the social media, nobody really has it anymore. So thank you for keeping your attention span and staying on my live. That's a miracle. I've got to turn one of my cameras off. It's saying it's going to overheat, so save the camera. House finch. Cooling one of my cameras down. My other cameras can handle this heat, but this one, not so much. I don't want to ruin my camera for a live. This is an R5. It's a fantastic Canon camera if you are looking for a camera and you want to spend a lot of money. But it's worth it. It's one of the best cameras that I have, mainly because of the eye focus. It focuses on the eyes of all the birds. And so it's much easier to focus instead of putting it into a box, which there are some cameras that are like that. Like back in the olden days, like 4 years ago. Oh my God, I can't turn my camera back on, but we have a yellow warbler. There's a yellow warbler right there too. Migration is in full swing, it seems like. We have yellow warblers come here and winter here. Ooh, did you hear that? That was a rufous hummingbird. But for them to visit the yard is so exciting. Usually the yellow warblers are in the foothills or along water. They're along rivers and things like that here in Colorado. Chipping sparrow. You can see that eye stripe. Oop, now you can't. You can't see it now. It was there, but now you can't. Psst, 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 psst. I need to go eat. It took me all morning to set this thing up. And then I haven't eaten. So I think I'm going to say toodaloo. Toodaloo, meaning there's a bird sound in there somewhere, but that's what I meant. Thank you for following me, subscribing, and all of that. That is everything to me right now on YouTube because I'm kind of new over here. Even though I've been on YouTube a long time, I just started in the past year putting videos on, and the long form takes me forever to do because I'm out here filming the birds for that content. So it takes me longer than a usual content creator. But thank you for being here and enjoying the birds with me. Happy birding. Yeah.